So you want to learn how to do child side spirit as a doll, huh? Okay, little buddy. I gotcha. As is usual with the other videos, if you want the quick and easy step-by-step, that's at the very beginning of the video. The rest of this video is going to be dedicated to the less experienced players, the players that need the more in-depth guides. If that's you, be sure to stick around. I got you covered. Okay guys, the first method here I'm going to show you is the Hoverslide Method. You do need bombs and you do need hover boots and a shield as well to make this one work. This is the most different from the rest I'm going to show you here, but you just want to get against this wall. Where you are on this wall does not really matter. Instantly, like frame 1, shield drop a bomb, side hop to the right, and frame 1, shield drop a bomb again. Now after you shield drop these bombs, you're just going to backflip, shield flick, neutral roll, and that puts you in position to do the actual super slide into the corner. So let me show you what that looks like. So after the roll, you just want to start also holding shield here so that you can actually set up the super slide properly, but you want to pay attention to the bomb on the left. Now, the reason we laid that first bomb in the first place is because doing a 1-bomb super slide, which you can do for this setup if you're more comfortable doing that, that does work, but doing a 2-bomb super slide gives you a lot more leeway for when you actually do the roll here. But you just want to pay attention to the bomb on the left. You want to roll roughly when the bomb is either about to explode or I believe it's the first frame of the explosion. And when you roll, you're still holding target and shield, and you just want to mash A. Now, there I was a little bit late, actually, but as you saw, I didn't get the super slide, but I did get a ground jump. But it's okay. This setup is really easy to reset back up. Once again, this is at the entrance of Spirit Temple, so if you're low on bombs, I mean, you could just pop a save real quick, and if you run out of bombs or whatever, you could just reload. No big deal, right? There we go, I actually got it right. So this whole time, you're still holding target and shield, and you should get stuck in this corner like this. You want to pause, and you want to go over to your equipment screen, and just equip hover boots, okay? And unpause. So far, nothing's happened, right? If you look at my input viewer on the right side of the screen, you just want to start holding left. This next part is really important. You want to release shield, and immediately start holding shield again. If you're late, you won't hit the loading zone. You will clip into child side spirit. It'll just be unloaded. So let me show you what that looks like. Yeah, as you can see, we bypassed the loading zone. And like I said, we are in child side spirit. If I turn on collision view here, you'll be able to see, like, yeah, this is the room. We just happened to barely miss the loading zone. So it's very important that once you release shield, you immediately press it again. That's what actually caused you to clip through and get the correct position to actually hit the loading zone. So let me go back and I'll do the setup properly this time and show you what it looks like when you do it correctly. There we go. Now, if you do it right, you'll get stuck in this crawl space like so. Once you're here, you just want to walk through this wall. It's one-sided collision, so you should just be able to walk clean through it and get to Childside Spirit. Now we can go over the Jumpslash Clip methods. Now, depending on the method you use here, if you're using the Jumpslash Clip method, the one I just showed last, it does matter what you use the Jumpslash Clip into, like what you pull during the Jumpslash Clip. For that one in particular, you want to pull a hook shot. I don't know why, but using a bow gives you a different value. I'll go ahead and show you what I mean here real fast. So I got Link's positional values up on screen here. I'm going to show you the difference between using a bow and a hook shot here and why you need to use hook shot. As you can see with hook shot, we get -173, 50, and then 384. And with bow, we get a value of -175, -50, -386. Again, I'm not sure why you get different values here for pulling out a different weapon. It should be fundamentally the same, but I guess not. So very important, specifically, again, for the Jumpslash setup, you do have to use hook shot and not bow. It does have to be hook shot. With that out of the way, let's actually jump into the setup here. So first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to pull out your sword and come up to this wall. If your camera is at a weird angle like it is now, just walk up to the wall, target. Doesn't matter how you approach the wall, the camera will align itself correctly every time. Once you're here, you just want to perform a quick spin. If you don't know what a quick spin is, so if you look at my input viewer, you just want to spin your stick in a circle. It doesn't matter which direction, whichever works best for you. Here's counterclockwise, and here's clockwise. I'm not so good at doing it clockwise, hence why I do it counterclockwise. So what you want to do, once you've targeted the wall, you have your sword out, do a quick spin, and then when you get the quick spin animation, release target and start holding shield. And you'll get this angle. So when I retarget, now I get this kind of off to the right angle. From here, you just want to do 3 ESS turns to the right. If you don't know how to do an ESS turn, if you look at my input viewer once again, so look at the numbers below my control stick. You see how they're kind of turning orange? I'm barely moving my stick away from the dead zone here. And that orange color you're seeing over the numbers is indicating that my stick is in ESS position. So if I move my stick down and to the right, I'm going to get ESS turns to the right. If I move it down to the left, I'm going to get ESS turns to the left. Okay? So you're just going to want to untarget and then do 3 ESS turns to the right. That was 2. That was 1. If you like a visual cue, you're not entirely sure if you did the correct amount of turns here, walk into the corner here, and if you look at the top polygon of Link's hat here, it's just a little bit to the left of this seam right here. That's how you know you've gotten the correct angle. So now you just want to untarget, and you can either perform a shield turn here by doing that, or you could just perform an ESS turn by doing the same thing. So I'm just going to move my stick all the way down, and like so. Now the problem, as you just saw, the target or the camera just redirected behind me and kind of messed up my angle. So this game's camera will automatically center after idling for a while. You want to make sure you target and then you perform the ESS turn, and then you can target again. You got to be kind of fast with it, because if you're too late, the camera will auto center and kind of mess you up. So time is a factor there. But again, you could just do a shield turn if you find that easier. Anyways, once you've gotten into position and you've turned around, you just want to backflip into this corner. Now you're in position to actually perform the Jumpslash Clip. Important thing to note, if you try to just slash while you're targeting, you're going to get a vertical slash, and if you hold right, you're going to get this right facing slash, which is not going to work. We need to do a left slash, and in order not to mess up our positioning, to make things easier, we're going to backflip and then immediately start holding left. Look at my input viewer on the right. This is what we're going to be doing. So again, we're going to backflip, start holding left during the backflip, and when we land, we're just going to start mashing the B button for our sword, okay? And that's going to ensure that we don't move to the left accidentally or move us out of position anyway, and we actually get the Jumpslash Clip every time. During the triple slash, make sure you're still holding left the whole time, by the way. If you're not, you're going to transition into a vertical slash. So just keep that in mind. If we piece it all together, it's going to look like this. Now, once you get the third slash here, you're going to want to start pause buffering. You don't need to pause buffer this once you get the practice in, but just starting out, if you're, this is just like a one-off trick, you're going to want to pause buffer this. And the frame you're looking for here is, if you notice my sword on the right, see how the sparks just came out from hitting the wall there? We're going to go one more frame after this. Right here, where the sparks are kind of turning a neon green color. They're transitioning to the yellow-orange color. This is your visual cue. So what we're going to do, you're still holding target. You can release everything else. The only button we're holding here is target. Now, all we're going to do is we're going to hold either bow or hook shot. And we're in. Once you're in, just shield. And there we go. Now we're actually inside of this pillar. For the hover boots and the Megaflip setup, you don't really need to do much else. For the Megaflip, I'm going to do that first. You just want to kind of back up near this ledge here. You don't have to get like super close. This honestly isn't super precise. And then you just want to go into hook shot and you want to aim your reticule here, this little red dot. So if you notice, so there's this seam that travels along here. And there's this pattern right here. There's like this line going up the center of this face of this pillar. You want to align your hook shot just to the left of this pillar, but just to the right of this seam. Again, this is not very precise. You can be pretty off and still get this a lot of the time, in my experience. Once we're here, you just want to pause, equip Bombchus, whatever. Pull out your Bombchu and perform a Bombchu Megaflip. And we're going to go to the 7th black frame of the Bombchu flashes here. Right now, we're on the 4th red flash. 5, 6, 7. We're going to pause buffer now to the black frame of the 7th flash. This is it. I'm going to put this up on screen. That way you can see this without the pause menu. But once you're at this frame, you're still holding target. You could start holding shield. And during the unpause lag, you're just going to press A to actually roll. Like so. You're still holding target. You're still holding shield. Just hold down. You're going to pause buffer to this frame here. I'm going to put this up again so the pause menu is not in the way. The frame where Link is kind of leaning away from the explosion here, that's your visual cue. When you get to this frame, you're still holding down, you're still holding shield, you're still holding target. You just want to unpause and press A. So your camera will look roughly like this, like you're kind of stuck in the cross space, but you're really not. All you want to do is just hold target and side hop to your left. Look at my input viewer here. There you go. And that will clip you into child side spirit as adult. That's method number 1. That's probably the easiest way between this and hover boots. So here we are in the pillar again. If you have free cam enabled like I have here, that you really don't need a setup for this, since you can just kind of move the camera back here and see where the pillar ends. You just want to get as far left here as possible, right? Now, if you don't have free cam enabled, that's obviously a lot harder since the back of this pillar isn't visible, so you can't really tell if you're far enough away. But don't worry, I got you covered. Once you're inside of here, you just want to quick draw your sword. All you do to do that is press B and immediately shield. You'll pull out your sword without moving. And you want to do a shield turn or an ESS turn, either or, to the right. And you want to do a slash and immediately shield. Like so. Now you want to do a crouch stab and just continue holding shield. There we go. Now you're pretty much as far back as you can go. So once you're here, you just want to go into C up and you want to aim past this wall here. If you don't, you're going to clip back in bounds. So we're just trying to avoid that. Be a little bit generous too. You feel free to overshoot it. But all you want to do is you want to pause, hold up, and during the unpause lag, you just want to press A to roll and then pause again. Like so. That ensures that we get a frame 1 roll that's immediately at max speed. After you pause again, you just want to come over to the equipment page and equip hover boots. Now, I'm not going to lie to you, this is way easier if you have the bunny hood available to you. If not, it's not the most consistent thing ever. I'm going to show you first how to do this without the bunny hood. It's a little bit tighter, but we're just going to hold up, and during the unpause lag, we're just going to begin rolling towards the cross base. There we go. And then, as you saw there, I kind of moved in and out of the crawl space. If you keep moving into the crawl space, there's a chance you get stuck. So you just kind of want to walk back into the crawl space to refresh your hover, then walk out, and then you can walk clean through this wall here. So we're back here in position. This is after the C-up part here. I have not started the roll yet, but we have the bunny hood on, and I'm just going to show you how much easier this is. So first, we're not going to roll at all. We're just going to move. We're just going to start walking forwards. And we're going to say about like here. This isn't very specific. Now we're just going to equip hover boots, and we're just going to run at the crawl space. Much easier, much more consistent, way better than without. Okay, now I'm going to show you guys how to do the Jumpslash method last here. This is without a doubt the hardest and least consistent method of all. Again, remember, you do need to use hookshot for this. Very important you use hookshot, okay? So make sure you're not using bow or anything else for this triple slash clip. You just want to use hookshot, and we're going to do the same thing as before. And we're in. So this is where every setup differs from this one. This one you actually do need a positional setup. And the first step here is to do a 90-degree turn to the right. You can either, again, you can do a shield turn or an ESS turn. I'm gonna just do a shield turn. Boom. And then you want to do 3 ESS to the left. 3 ESS turns to the left. So 1, 2, 3. You want to shield and press B to crouch step. Then you want to do 3 ESS to the right. 1, 2, 3. And you just want to put away your sword. That way we don't get a jump slash. And target. Your camera should roughly look like this once it's zoomed all the way in. All right, now we're just going to pause. We're going to hold up. And during the unpause lag, we're going to press A to roll. Just like with the hover boots method, this ensures that we get a frame 1 roll. And now you want to pause buffer. Okay, you're going to jump off this ledge like so. And we're going to pause buffer to the 8th frame here. So this is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If you're unsure about anything, just take a look at my input viewer over on the right. But during that whole time, we're holding target and up. So once you've made it to the 8th frame here, you're still holding target. You want to hold left now to perform a hop into the crawl space. After this hop, you can release everything and start holding shield. You can even pause buffer if you like. So here we go. This is the first frame of the second hop. And there we go. Your camera should look exactly like this with Link's right foot taking up the whole frame. And if you look at the minimap here, we're going to have to perform an ESS turn to the left. So you want to look at the minimap to make sure that you got this turn. And it's going to look like this. After you perform that ESS turn, you just want to quick draw your sword if you don't have it out already. Again, just press B and immediately press shield. And then you're just going to want to side hop to the right. And I want to say roughly 2 frames after the side hop, you want to press B to jump slash. This is our frame here where the camera is kind of inside of the crawl space. This is the frame you're looking for if you're trying to pause buffer this. Now we just hold up and press B. And we should get back inside of here. And then you just want to repeat that over and over until you're at the end. And there we go. So I just wanted to cover one last thing here before I end off. As you can see here, I'm stuck. I'm trying to side hop to the right here, but I'm not actually stuck. I can actually, if you look at the mini map, I could do 1 ESS turn to the right and retarget. And now when I side hop to the right, I'll be able to continue jump slashing. Now, again, this is not a very consistent backup because sometimes you'll still just jump slash out of bounds. But if that happens towards the end of that sequence there, that could sometimes save you, so it's good to know. But there you go, guys. Hopefully I taught you something new that you didn't know before. If I did, leave a like and a comment down below. But get to randomizing, man. What are you doing? I mean, you watched this video for a reason. Go ahead and do this trick in your runs, man. Oh my god.